Hey everybody, Paint Marine here, back again with another, we'll call this one In the Crosshairs, as we're looking at the new Citadel colors. So they're going up for pre-order today. Now, they're not yet available here in the States. They won't be until about 1 p.m. Is when they'll go live, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I should say. But I kind of used our Kiwi friends down in New Zealand to kind of give me a quick sneak peek at what we're looking at here, what kind of bundles there might be, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so as you see, the New Zealand website here has updated, showcasing the new Citadel color, and then they have a lot of new other base coats and airbrush paints as well. So if you scroll down already on here, you can see build your battle ready paint set. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I have a guest host today. You might hear her speak every now and again. My little 1-year-old here. So if you hear a little kid, that's her. But so this battle ready paint set thing, for limited time, get 10 paints in one bottle for only $98. That's again 98 New Zealand dollars, which right now the exchange rate's about $1.50. One American is $1.50 New Zealand. So just, quick little math here, you got 98, dividing that by the 150, and we're at about $65. So I was like, wow, 10 paints for $65 is a pretty good deal, to the point where, like, if you wanted to try the new 34 colors of contrast paint, that'd be nothing. That's so we'll say, or is it 33? Oh, anyway, it's 30 something. So we'll do 65, taking that times 3-ish. So we're looking at about 196, throwing the extra few. So just a little over $200 then to get all the contrast paints. But then you click on the thing, and here is this one here. I think it might be this one. Yeah, build your battle ready paint set, right? So you have like all the different ones here. Select the paint to find out more. So then I was like, okay, well, I was gonna go to terms and conditions, and then I didn't realize until now. It states right there, basically your 10 paints has to be 4 of the base, 2 shades, 3 contrast, and 1 technical. So you can't make it all 10 contrast paints or anything like that. It has to be like this combo. So that was a bit of a letdown, because I was like, I mean it kind of makes sense here in a second, because as we look, they have these base or these new paint sets. So you can get the air paint collection, all of the new paints, or the contrast paint collection, or the new base paint collection. So and if you take, so the contrast paints are $4.59 for all. Let's see how many there are. There's 34. Okay, so it's $4.59 for all 34. But let's see, for the American dollar is about 306. So like I said earlier, if you were to get that 10 bundle, it would be a little over $200, not a little over $300. But because they don't let you do all of one kind, you can't do that. So so if you want to get all of the new contrast paints, you're gonna, at least stateside in New Zealand, it's gonna be $4.59 in New Zealand, and about 306 or so in the States. So that was very I don't know, interesting there. Then you have like the air collection. Now this includes all of them, all 78, so the new ones and the existing air range that they already had. So for 1,053 New Zealand, you can get that, which equates to a little over 700. So a lot of these are really, like, these are kind of basic, like, going off exchange rates as of right now. And I know they've kind of gone with a flat pricing model with exchange rates that fluctuate so much with Games Workshop. So I mean, this could be plus or minus a bit. I could see this being just a flat 700, but I could also see it going up to like 725. which is probably they tend to add more than they do subtract from these flat exchange rate type prices. So I could see this being almost up to 725 across the board with all of them going up. I could definitely see that. But then they have the base paint collection, so you're getting every single base paint to date. So that's 53 pots. So for 450 New Zealand, which is roughly 267 American, you'll get all 53 of the base paints, which is pretty cool. That's I mean, kind of expensive, but at the same time, I mean, for 53 base paints, that's not too bad. So yeah, it's very interesting. Not sure how I want to do it myself. But I'm definitely looking at, I definitely want to try out like all the contrasts, but I don't know if I want to get the whole paint collection. That's a bit extreme. But it's too bad that because I could see I could pick out 10 of these I definitely would want to try. And it's too bad that 10 like build your own battle ready paint set is a bit, I don't know, unfortunate that you have to do it in this combo, but it is what it is. So the other thing I wanted to see is, let's see the sprays. It says 11 Chaos Black. So these are all the spray cans: Retributor Armor, Lead Belcher, the Gray Seer, Wraithbone, Death Guard Green, Mechanicus Standard, McCrag. So a lot of these, I mean, I still have it selected as pre-orders and sprays, so they could be repackaging a lot of them. But we definitely see the Wraithbone and Gray Seer, like the new kind of base coats that they suggest to use for the contrast paints. And then we see some other classic ones kind of sticking around a little bit. And we still have Corax White, it looks like. But with that, while there's still Corax White, somebody pointed out that the Citadel White, or not Citadel, I'm sorry, the Ceramite White has disappeared, which a lot of people didn't like it because they said it got too chalky, or just after like one use, like it would just, the quality of it would degrade so bad, which could be true, but unfortunately for myself, I definitely used it as my main edge highlight for my Star Commanders. It definitely had a nice, very bright, clean white pop to it that I really enjoyed, that I thought worked well. So hopefully I can find an equivalent. There are a few people I had posted on a Facebook. It was a Warhammer painting group about my disappointment in that, as a lot of people were singing the praises because they hated that color. I was a bit disappointed, and some people made some suggestions of some other companies, like Vallejo, I guess, makes one that's pretty equivalent to the same shade and color. So I may have to check that out, since I won't have a highlight color soon once I run out of the Ceramite White that I have on hand. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on these new paints. What are you planning on picking up and trying out, and are you excited about anything in particular? Definitely check out the rest of the YouTube channel. Definitely subscribe and like if you can, and check out the Facebook page, see what I got going on there. I definitely appreciate all the help and support with all that. And until next time.